What's up, everybody? Welcome to Canes Insight, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Going live, man. Lamar Brown, five-star defensive tackle, major Miami target, ready to make his commitment. We are going to follow it live. He is getting to the gym now. Watch a little video here of him walking in. There we go. Here he is with all his hats. Let's see. What do you think he's going to pick? I'm not that optimistic as a Canes fan. I'm thinking this is probably going to be LSU, outside chance of Texas A&M, but there you go. See the U seat at the table there with Texas A&M, and LSU. Really, really talented guy here. This is at his, I'm guessing is this at his high school, which I believe is on the LSU campus. So we'll see where that one goes. But Miami's got a hat on the table. So we'll see. Doing the sound check, getting ready. Here's another picture of him sitting down, getting ready to make his announcement. Elite player. Miami's prioritized this guy. He's visited campus as a spring visitor as well as an official visitor. He tweeted a lot of pro-Miami stuff at some point, kind of saying, I missed the Coral Gables when he left. He said people are sleeping on Miami in this recruitment. People are still sleeping on Miami in the recruitment. I think most people expect him to pick LSU or a school like Texas A&M, but we'll see, right? That's why they play the games. That's why they do the recruiting. I know no one really expected, for example, David Stone picking Oklahoma when he did. Pretty much everybody thought that was going to be Miami. So you really don't know until they step up to the stage. We've seen surprises before. When DJ Pickett initially picked LSU, I think that was a surprise, but we'll see. Bama and Mario Bike saying, at least our hat is clean. Brandon asking, how are we feeling? LSU. In one more hurricane we trust. I want to get to that in a second. Where can I watch the comments? It's on ESPN2, but we're following along live here. But what he's talking about with the I Am Your Cane is, or I believe that's how you say it, I Am Your Cane. Great poster. Really plugged into the 7-on-7 scene. Legit players, had plenty of legit info in the past. But he is really a respected guy on Canes Insight. 7.4 million posts and counting. Just to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's go to the Canes Insight message boards again. We got 7.45 million posts and counting. And there you see the post from I'm Your Hurricane on June 5th, sort of hinting that Lamar Brown was going to be a Cane. 137,000 views, 999 replies, 50 pages in this thread. So there's always all kinds of things flying around on Canes Insight. There is no more active Canes community on the planet. If you're not part of CanesInsight.com, look how many posts we got here. 7.49 million and counting. So like and subscribe to this show, but also go ahead and sign up for Canes Insight for free. Brian saying, here for the good or bad. Go Canes. EJ saying, last guy that came from Louisiana didn't end up too good. Madi saying, show the live. You got a link? I'm trying to find the Instagram. I only see it on ESPN2, which we can't show. We can follow along as it happens on Twitter, which I will show. The Empress saying, whoop. Nick Weibel, his Pee-wee team was the Hurricanes. So hey, that's some positive news. But yeah, trying to find a live link. Everything's on ESPN, so we're just kind of following this along as it happens. But so far, you're just sitting at the table. You got the hats ready. Announcement could come any second now. We're following along live, man. When you know it, you'll hear from. Here we go. There he is with his family. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. There he is with his fam. Everybody happy. The cameras are all set up. Big time player. Again, if I'm making my prediction, I'm saying it's going to probably be LSU, but we're going live because who knows what could happen here. There it is. Any second now, he should be making this announcement, and we'll be following that along here live on the Canes Insight podcast. Remember to like and subscribe. We got almost 1,700 on right now. Like and subscribe. Canes Cat saying D Money must have good news. I don't have good news, man. I'm just going live, man. I wanted to follow this with you guys. Appreciate everybody joining us on the live. Oh, look, almost 2,000 on right now. So, really fired up. Al McKenna saying, "We mean this bad." Listen, I wish we get it done, but uphill battle. But again, that's why you play the games. That's why you have the recruiting battles. You don't know until they sign. He's had some flavor to his commitment the whole time. X Roland X saying, "Where can you watch?" I don't know. ESPN2 is carrying it live right now. I'm just following like everybody else on Twitter. So far, nothing new. He's sitting down getting ready, but he had given some kind of clues before that Miami was serious in his commitment or in his process. Let's pull it up here. Some of his old posts that gave Miami fans some hope. And look, when a guy that likes to play games like this, you never really know. Again, I never got a lot of confidence from Miami that was the case. I know I Am Your Kane is a legit poster on Kane's Insight. He has real plugs. He's had real info. He doesn't just say things to say things. But right now, my pick would be LSU. Let's see what's going on here as we wait for the announcements. Still nothing. He's still working. Nathan saying he's going to LSU 100%. REW saying, unfortunately, I think it's A&M. Faith Family Football, I believe it's between Texas A&M and Miami. Texas A&M, my first guess. Miami number 2, LSU number 3. Clutch says, ESPN's banned in my household until further notice. No coverage of the number 1 pick in the draft on draft day. So we're trying to find a nice link here. Like I said, I'm refreshing, following everything live here on Twitter. So if it happens, I'll have it here on immediately, but nothing yet as we wait for the decision. Shay Campbell saying, this guy knows how to work the bad game with the socials. I mean, look, I don't even call it a bad game anymore. We're talking about signed contracts, everything legit. Almost 3,000 on the show, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. If you're not part of this, we're on every single day. You see the chat, man. We are nonstop. If you're not part of Kane's Insight on our daily podcast, what are you doing? Sign up. Go to canesinsight.com for the website component. That is, it's on his Instagram. All right, so I'll pull it up now. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. There we go. All right, here we go. Are you guys getting that, hearing that?
Probably I'll say just going around the country, seeing schools that fit for me and don't fit for me. So that was probably the best thing. Oh yeah, most definitely. I don't want to say it right now. So
all right, let's try to put the volume up. Tell me if you guys can hear it. I don't know if you're saying too much.
So first off, I like to thank God. Without him, it'd be possible. Second, my support system, my teammates. I get it going with them almost every day. So just everybody that is with the process with me. So hard choice, but I decided to do it. With that being said, for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be committed to Louisiana State University. Yes, sir.
All right, no real surprise there with Lamar Brown choosing LSU. I think Miami's thought was always going to be LSU, Texas A&M battle for the last month or so. They had some momentum off the visit, but it's a tough one. He's from Baton Rouge. Miami would have paid up. They valued this player highly. They had him here unofficially. He told everybody who's willing to leave the state, but when you're there on campus, it is a tough flip. So tough loss for Miami. When you look at the DT board now, you really, a lot of your top options are off the board. You have two good ones in-house with Anthony Kennedy and Tyson Bacon, both 4-star type players. But you're looking for that top of the Christmas tree type guy. They're expanding the board. We talked about it in terms of some new offers going out. Mentioned Maola, the defensive tackle from, I guess now he's in Alabama, but has been to Eugene, all across the country. Family from Tonga, I believe. Via Moala, Oregon commit, who's recently decommitted and is looking around. And Mario Cristobal's in contact with him. I mentioned Caleb Morris, the defensive lineman from Mobile, Alabama, committed to Mississippi State. So they're trying to get that done. But obviously a big loss, man. This is a 5-star game when you talk about defensive tackles, and guys like this typically pan out, right? So and if they don't, the ones that do pan out are similarly rated guys. So you try to get in as many battles of these as you can, see if you can win some. They've won it before with Justin Scott, Armando Blunt, etc. But this one's not one you won. So you got to get back to the drawing board. I think expand the board, keep in communication, keep trying to have a good season, and then try to flip somebody like you flipped to Justin Scott, like you flipped to Hayden Lowe, like you flipped in Armando Blunt. That's really what you can do, while also building the floor out with Tyson Bacon, Anthony Kennedy, and potentially one of these new guys, Moala or Morris. But again, in my view, you still keep in contact with these guys. Try to flip, because you never know what happens. LSU could have a very tough season. They have a lot of expectations between the portal and what they've done, but we'll see how it plays out. They need to have a good season for Brian Kelly to stay off the hot seat. So you're cheering against. I mean, it's funny. You cheer against every team. Not every team you can cheer against. Someone's got to win these games. But love for LSU. Beat at BUF and then probably lose the rest of their games. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, tough loss for the Hurricanes. Not unexpected. Again, we've been saying on the Canes Inside podcast, we didn't think this was trending our way for a while now. But we got 4,000 on live. Remember to like and subscribe to the show. So follow Canes Insight on Twitter. We got almost 40,000+ on there. We got the website with what was the number here? Let me make sure I get the exact number before I forget. I got to start adjusting my read. 7.49 million posts and counting. A lot going on Canes Insight. And then, of course, on the YouTube show, which we're doing daily, multiple times a day. So please like and subscribe. Lovely saying, I look disappointed. I mean, I this is not a surprise. Those who've been listening to the show regularly, this is kind of what we expected. But figured, hey, we go through it together, right? We're watching it anyways. So remember, like and subscribe to the show. Big day for the Tigers. Miami's got to get their situation right at defensive tackle. Got some good ones, but you need to keep pushing for these type of players, because these are the ones that really make a difference and go pro at a high level. So again, 4,300 on, man. Appreciate everybody joining us. Like and subscribe. Go Canes.